in his discussion of the half of justice that we call generosity or beneficence, Cicero is going to say we need to be careful, and he's going to provide us with some rules that can help us out. He says that acts of kindness should not be injurious to the person that we're benefiting or to other people. He also tells us that the acts that we engage in should not be greater than our own means or capacities. And then finally, and third, they should be proportioned, tribuator, to the worthiness, the dignitas of the person. So when we look at each of these in turn, he says, you can't rob one person to benefit another person. It's only generosity if you're helping a friend without hurting anybody else in the process. The second one, he says, there's two real problems in going beyond our means. One is that we actually do wrong to those who are close to us, perhaps family members or dependents of other sorts, the proximos. It also tends to generate a passion for misappropriating property in order to give big gifts, and that's not a good disposition that we should have. And then he throws in a third consideration, so it's not just two. He says that we really need to avoid character traits like ostentation or ambition or hypocrisy. The third one, he says, is kind of difficult as well. We need to assess the worthiness, the dignitas of the person, and that means that we need to look at their character, their habits, their mores in Latin. We also need to look at their mindset that they exhibit towards us, the community or society of life that we all belong to, and the useful services that they have already done for us. We may owe them as a result. He's going to go on a little bit later and say that our first rule of duty is that we should assist people in proportion to particular needs. Now, is this a fourth rule or is this part of the third? It may figure under the third. And then finally, he tells us another thing, that we need to show kindness to each individual in proportion to the closeness of the relationship. And if we do that, this helps to conserve the interests of society and common bonds. So this is how beneficence actually contributes to justice as a whole.